What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome back to another video with your boy Abe Shaw. Obviously, I usually don't upload on Sundays, but since I haven't been uploading this, since I didn't upload at all last week, so I'm like, bro, you know what? I'm gonna make sure I double upload this week. I'll make sure, just because I didn't stick to uploading last week, I'm gonna give y'all 3 different trade ideas for SPX500, US30, and Germany 40. So shout out to everybody that's still been watching the videos. Shout out for people that's been waiting on a drop. But before we even get started, spoiler alert, if you didn't watch Super Bowl yet, go ahead and skip through this part. But if not, you gotta give a great shout out to the LA Rams, man. Shout out to Stafford. Obviously, I'm from Detroit, so it's only right I support Stafford, because even though he couldn't do it here, once he got traded, once he actually left to LA, he finally got that ring over there. He actually got the job done. So, hey, you never know. Your home city or the place that you start with is not where you're supposed to be ending with. You feel me? So keep that in mind, like when you going into life, right? Wherever you started, it doesn't mean that you have to stay there before you can get the success that you want. Get the other ring and I'm rambling, it don't matter, right? AKA, shout out to the LA Rams. If you was a Cincinnati fan, try again next year, you know. Tough luck, tough love, right? So that's all I want to do, a quick shout out for them. Let's go ahead, hop into the charts, and I'm gonna give y'all this plug because the markets are actually starting to move right now. I'm gonna make sure this video is uploaded at least by 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's get it, y'all. Alright, so let's actually get started. I haven't even looked at the chart since like Thursday. Like, I paid no attention to it. Yeah, I'm sick because I lucky. Just to recap, last week we were able to catch that. We was able to catch the buy. I don't think we caught the sell, but that don't matter because last week's results are not this week's results. But so let's just go ahead and get started. So first thing I do, we're gonna start with SPX 500. Here I want to see a retest. That's gonna be the real area to know for the buy. But you know what? Yeah, 44, 46. So yeah, what I'm looking for, this is what I do every single time. So don't think like, oh, why he just putting these prices. So every single time, first thing I look for when I'm looking at the charts for the week is where are the areas that it can retest to. Where is the previous resistance area that started the downtrend? What was the previous support level that started the uptrend or started like the reversal of the week? So if I was to ever look for trades, no matter what, that's the first thing I always do. After that, it's basically just a waiting game. So Sunday, I'm usually sometimes I enter on Sundays, but usually I try not to. I kind of like let the market open up a little bit because, as you guys know, market open at like 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the currencies, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for the indices. So with that being said, I let the market open up a little bit, and luckily today was like Super Bowl Sunday, so I wasn't paying attention to the charts anyway. I was just enjoying my time with my family. Right, but what I will be looking for this week, right? For starters, I'm gonna give you guys a buy setup and 2 different sell setups. So the buy setup, the first buy setup I'm looking for is I'm waiting for the price to push up to this level at 44.50. It say 44.48, but we're just gonna say 44.50, depending on what broker that you specifically use. All I'm waiting for to see is once it comes back up to this price, what are we doing, right? So this could be, like I said, this was the retest that started the sell, started the downtrend last week. So I need to make sure that this week, when the market comes back up to the price of 44.50, 44.48 area, that it's truly going for a buy. In order for me to confirm that is I must wait until, let me actually get rid of this. And I don't want to distract y'all, so we're going to remove it. I must wait until the market actually pushes above that zone just to confirm. So I wouldn't be looking for a buy position for real until 44.60, right? So that's 10 points, or in other words, that's actually 100 pips for those that trade with KLT Forex. Bow. And my fault. Alright, so TP1, your entry will be 44.60, right? TP1 will be 44.75. TP2 will be 44.80. TP3, 44.85. TP4, 44.90. This is about 200 pips at this point. And then at that point, you could risk, if you want to go all the way back up to the area that the big resistance, the big sell area that I'll be looking for is at 45.15, 45.20. Anywhere in this area, as you can see, a lot of volatility going on, and it started downtrend. A lot of volatility over here, started downtrend. So 45.15 is going to be an area that you probably should be looking for to look for a sales. Or if not, if you're looking for a major buy, once it breaks this level, you can take it all the way back to the top. So this is the buy position I'm looking for. All right, buy entry. And for me, typically my stop losses are always 10 pips back, aka 100 pips back. So 44.50 will actually be, oh my gosh, it's trading. 44.50 will actually be your stop loss for this setup. I'm moving this over. Why is this font so big all of a sudden? Right, so 44.60 is your entry. 44.50 will be your stop loss, aka back to that zone. So make sure when the trade is actually taking off, right, make sure when it actually breaks out of this that you're not entering right away. Let the market actually pull back to retest that zone, just to make sure that it actually wants to take off for that buy direction. And if it does break that zone, like if it breaks and then retests and then you're starting to see that candlestick take off, that's exactly when I want you to enter that trade. I repeat it again. Wait for the market to break that area, wait for that retest, and once it pushes back up again to hit 44.60, that's your confirmation to actually take that trade, and you can take it to 44.75, 44.80, 44.85, whatever TP of your desire. This is basically a setup that I'll be looking for this week, so keep that in mind. So that's for the buy, right? So I'm gonna leave that there for right now, just in case you guys don't have it. Just leave that like for screenshots. I'm gonna actually put that in my chat in a few. But so that's the buy setup. The sell setup that I'm looking for. If we find out that it retests at 44.50 and the market doesn't decide to break the top of the zone, what are we doing? What should we be looking for? I'm gonna give you 3 seconds because it should be simple. If the market doesn't close above 44.50 and it retests that zone, what are we gonna be looking for? 3, 2, 1. We're gonna be looking for a sell. We're gonna be looking for a sell in the market. So once the price pushes up to 44.50 and you start to see it reject, I will say, sniper entry would be at 44.45, but that comes with like y'all experience and using like my actual Kobe strategy for your entry. If you're not using my entry, I would say 44.40. 44.40 would be my ideal entry that I would look for SPX500, right? And then once again, your stop loss would be 44.50. Make sure you remember this, because I'm not actually writing like the stop loss down just for the sake of this video, and I want to make sure I'm keeping like my bots and stuff set up. But I still put stop loss down. That's freaking funny. So the 44.50 will be your stop loss for the sell entry and the buy entry. So it shouldn't be that hard for you to to remember. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, bet, like I could just set a sell limit right there. Like it's obvious that it might just come up here and retest. Play that game if you want to, and aka that's basically like a format. At that point, you're risking, you're gambling with your trade. It's actually, instead of actually creating like a higher probability of being correct, right? Don't set sell limits, because like I said, it could easily push up. Like let's say you enter right here, and let's say you enter, you got a sell limit at 44.40, right? And it breaks out at 44.50 and it goes all the way up to 44.60. Now you're down 200 pips on the trade because you didn't want to just wait for it. And you're probably thinking like, oh, it's just going to pull back. And then you're going to be panicking when it breaks all the way up here. It starts pulling back. You're like, oh, bet, perfect. We Gucci. And then what happens? It starts retesting and taking off for that uptrend. Don't let that be you. Don't set a sell limit. Just wait for the market to push up and let the market tell you what it wants to do before you actually take this trade and get your entry for whatever entry that you want to enter in on this, right? So TPs for this is going to be 44.35, 44.35, and we're gonna change the colors on this. 44.35, 44.30, 44.25, 44.20. So TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4, and then we're gonna do the final TP5 at 44.15. Once again, obviously, if it's in the zone, you could tell that you could easily like hold it all the way back down to the bottom of the zone, but I'm just recommending for me how I trade. I want to do from the farthest I've been doing so far is just to TP5. After that, it's like, okay, you on your own. Like, I'm not really, you're not on your own. Let me rephrase that. It's just like, what are we still holding the trade for? Right, TP5 is 250 pips. 250 pips is more than enough to catch your bag off of that. Right, and then this is just simply for SPX500, and we still got 2 other pairs that we're going through as well. Right, so make sure you screenshot this or just pause this and mark your charts up, or just write the analysis down for yourself so that we can plug it in for you. And let's go ahead and move on to that next pair, US30. And it's crazy, I haven't even traded US30 as much as I used to, but this week I'm about to hop back in that one back. Ha 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 ha. All right, so honestly, if you haven't realized, I'm gonna show you US30. Look at US30 real quick. You look at Germany 30, Germany 40, or dots for those that trade KLT for us. Look at that entry. Oh my god. Besides the point, each one of these indices move exactly the same. I don't know if anybody ever told you this. I don't know if you ever realized this, but every single indice moves exactly the same, right? So how you trade one pair over here is how you should be potentially looking to trade the other pair. Yes, there are some times where they don't move the same, but if you want to have a higher success record with being consistent with your trades and indices, and like kind of like check your analysis, go ahead and look at these other 2 indices and like follow suit and see that, okay, if it's moving for a buy, maybe I should be looking for a buy, or break down why it's moving for a buy and see if that makes the most sense for the indice that you're looking for. So once again, all I'm looking for at the beginning of the week, where's the resistance levels left of the chart? I'm looking right here, and as you can see, like even if I didn't see the left of the chart, it's a lot of volatility going on. I'm doing it from this wick to right here. All right, it's a lot of volatility going on from this price range all the way to down here. And as you can see, like it's been open. The market has been open for about 4 hours now, going on 5, and it's still consolidating. It's still chilling in the zone. So just like SPX. And actually, I'm not even gonna do the after US30. I'm gonna test y'all. Y'all do the Germany 40 setup for yourself. I'm gonna show y'all. Like we already went through SPX500. Basically, what I'm looking for on that. I'm gonna do the same thing for US30. And then I want you, after you watch this video, to actually go mark up your own chart with Germany 40. And you can basically you taking what I'm learning, what I just told you how I did SPX and US30, and apply the same principle to Germany 30, because literally basically the same thing. Once again, I wouldn't be looking for a buy on Germany 40, well, we're on US30, my fault. I wouldn't be looking for a buy on US30 until, see, I like to enter down here because it's super volatile, but a real buy, a real bullish momentum move would be down here, right at support, to get the most sniper entry, because once again, US30 is a lot more volatile. I recommend that you have anywhere between $500 to $1,000 in your account at minimum to trade it, because it is volatile. Yes, you can trade it with 300, but you dang near gotta be sniper if you don't want to risk like too much of your money, right? I tell people to trade at least 0.01. Well, I tell my mentees to trade at least 0.01 per $300 in your account, just to make sure you're using like proper risk management and not over leveraging at all, because I don't want nobody blowing accounts. And once again, like this is just financial advice. I mean, it's not financial advice. You just do what you want with it. But this is like how I trade it. This is my specific analysis on how I do what I do, right? So where was I getting to? So once again, same setup. I'm waiting for the price to push up here to 34,970 area. If it closes below, I will be looking for a sell, right? And now I ride it back down to the bottom of the zone. If it closes above, right, same concept as SPX. If it breaks above, right, I'm waiting for that retest, and then I'm gonna, once it confirms that it's closing above, I will be entering for a buy position at 35040. Yep, 35040. And then for US30, I usually do 200 pip TPs. Alright, and not even 200, I'm capping 250. Yeah, man, I probably might do this like maybe once out of the month, just because I still want to make sure I find a way to like give that to people that can't actually like cop my course at the moment or cop my signals chat. So, but I'm only gonna do it like if y'all actually start, like I need more people to interact with me, yo. I gotta make sure like let me know that y'all are actually interested in these signal alerts. So at least comment or leave a like or reach out to me in the DMs on Instagram to let me know like, hey, I appreciate what you're doing, like keep it up. And like I'll start doing more of these like maybe once a month, because obviously if you want the full access to me, just obviously pay for my signal chat until you can afford it. But if I'm at least giving y'all free gems at least once a month, and then every Sunday I am putting a free signal alert anyway on my website, so make sure you're constantly checking my website for the new signal alert I'm putting out, right? Yes, so if you want that, I'll give y'all a like if y'all like these videos of me breaking down like what I'm looking for, and like, cause I'm really putting y'all on game right now. But if you're actually liking like this, let me know in the comments. Leave a like, shout me out or something, so that way I can like build my following up and make sure I'm providing like more value to more people in like the forex, the indice world, just day trading in general. Because I know a lot of people is not giving y'all signals alert, or not, at least like I'm dedicated to this. I'm giving y'all this right after a Super Bowl, after a Super Bowl game, man. I could easily go to the bar, go party or do something, but instead I'm like, yep, let's get back. Like, let's find a way to give value to people that can't afford it right now, or at least need to see the vision, right? So this is the buy entry. Enough of me rambling. Buy entry, right? This will be the stop loss. Stop loss is 250 pips. I don't really risk too much when it comes to this, right? Don't risk too much, and I always end up hitting all 4 or 5 TPs for dang near 200 pips. It's amazing, honestly. Like, and it's crazy I'm saying not risking too much. Obviously, with the proper risk management, well, the points are, I think you're only risking no more than what, $25, if I'm not mistaken. But obviously the higher the lot size, the more you will be risking on the trade, so make sure your account can actually handle it. So this will be the buy setup that I'm looking for, right? And then you already know, once it's at the top of the zone for the sell, we'll be looking to enter around 349.20. 349.20 will be our entry point. Bow, bow, bow. Stop loss is only 250 pips. We're not risking that much, like I said. And this is why it's imperative for this. Like when you're actually trading and looking at this, I'm on the 15 minutes, so make sure you're like either on the 15 minute or the 5 minute to make sure like you're actually getting like the best entry and making sure that price is actually ready to take off for that downtrend, right? I can't give y'all like my actual strategy that I use for like my entry, because obviously that stuff is for my academy members only, but I will give you guys a general area of entry that you can look for to enter in for the setup if you want to take it. Alright, so I don't need nobody in the comments like, oh, if you're already doing it for free, why not? No. You can't get everything for free. Stop being don't be too pushy, like, because I'll cut this out too. You feel me? So 250, 500, 750, 950, and then obviously you can see here. So once again, I only do anywhere between 4 to 5 TPs. I don't really do too much after that, because for what, I don't call it, but obviously I'm swing trading on my own, but I don't particularly call it. But let's say you enter right here at the top of the zone and the market actually starts to go on a downtrend. TP4 would already got smashed at 1,200 pips, but if you would have held it, if you plan to hold it, if you want to swing it to the bottom of the zone again, that's a 3,000 pip move that you can capitalize off of US30. Right? I don't think y'all heard me. That's a 3,000 pip move. Not 300, not 30 pips, 3,000 pip move. Like, you can get a real bag off of just trading US30 and swing trading if it decides to close at the top of the zone. And then vice versa. Like, follow my Instagram. I might actually post. So I gave you guys the buy entry if it breaks out. Here's a sell entry if it stays within the zone. And then I didn't give you guys same thing for SPX, but you can kind of figure out the same setup how I say if it doesn't break the top of the zone, we're gonna sell. Take that same principle. I'm not gonna do it for down here for right now, but just like write that down for yourself. Take that same principle for if the market decides to go, hey, we're gonna come down here. Oh, but we like this support level. We're not gonna take off. We're not breaking this. We're gonna just go back up for that trend. If the market decides to come back down here at 34600, take that buy entry, set your stop loss at 250 pips, and let that trade ride back out to the top. Right? That's another 3,000 going up, or 1,200 if you just decide to get your 1,000 pips and go. Right? Same setup for SPX. If SPX comes back down here at 4,400, you're gonna enter at 4,400. If it doesn't break below and it just stays in the uptrend, enter at 4,400. Set your 100 pip stop loss or 10 pips. So 4,400 stop loss will be 43.90, right? Yep, 43.90 stop loss, and then you're gonna ride that back up to the top of the zone. Or if it breaks the zone, boom, you can hold it all the way to the top of here. And don't forget about that second entry that you already had planned at 44.60. So that's how you capitalize off of the market. It just, in the long run, you just gotta be really patient with it. You gotta make sure that you're letting the market come to you and you're not chasing the market, right? So quick little video for you guys. I wanted to make sure I got this done because, like I said, I was slacking last week. Been focusing on coding for the site and coding for the new app I plan on dropping soon. So I want to make sure I'm getting that together. But at the same time, I'm always going to provide value for you guys. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. These are 2 trades I did. Well, it's damn like 4. These are setups I gave you for US30 and SPX500. If you want to do Germany 40, I'm going to let you do Germany 40 on your own, right? It's the same, follow the same principle, the same guidelines that I gave you guys for US30 and SPX, and do the same thing for Germany 40, and you're going to be set. Shout out to everybody that stayed to the end of this video. Like I said, leave a comment, leave a like, let me know that you're actually engaging, that y'all appreciate these videos so I can start doing more of them. Because if not, then I'll just like stick to my regular content and just start posting just me just traveling, just day in life entrepreneur, and just other random stuff in general. But if you like this type of content, if you like this type of content, let me know in the comments and I got y'all. Catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.